Hello everyone. So this is the video that I will, as I promised, I will be showing the app functionality as well as going through some of the design decisions or technical decisions I've done. So there is the app here now. At the moment, it's only an APK file. I am currently facing some issues with the store publishing because I need to convert it into an from an APK to an AAB package. Now, every time I do that on my Android Studio, it keeps erroring. So if anyone knows how to convert React Native APK packages into AAB, that would be very helpful. So for demonstration, this is basically the app. We have four tabs at the bottom. I choose to have a normal calculator here, and then that you can just put like your values here. So I will put for example, just a normal calculator. Then I put in the like second from the right hand side the conversions. So for example, this is a voltage conversion. So if we put like 2 volts, that's what it corresponds to in kilovolts, etc. So you will find, for example, current, amperes and milliamperes, for example, or microamperes. So we could put like, if we have from 5 amperes, that's how much it equates to in microamperes, and so on and so forth. For example, like we have the angle to radians and grades, etc. So that's the save the tab. Now I'm gonna go into the main part why I developed that. So the reason why I developed that is to help those students or those who are in the electrical engineering profession to convert values using formulas without needing to actually calculate it by hand. For example, one of the most basic ones is Ohm's law. So we know V equal IR. So if we have voltage of 60, for example, and we don't know the current, but we know that the resistance is 20, you know, and then we click calculate. It calculates that in this case we will have the current equal to 3 amperes, you know. And then you could, if you have, for example, more like difficult or like more detailed, like you want, for example, in milliamperes or something, you can just save that result, and then you could go into the saved ones and you will find it here at the top, the top part. As you can see, the oh, I just canceled it, but like you will find it in the save the tab. So let's put that again because I just canceled it. So you will find that here, and then you can open it and access these same can access the same calculation again. You can just go into the converter, and then you want to say, for example, you want to know how much is like 3 or 2 in milliamperes, in microamperes, in sorry, in millivolts or microvolts, kilowatts or megawatts. So that's basically the showcase for the app. Another thing, for example, is AC, like circuits. So this calculates the inductive um, reactance. So let's put, for example, some values in here, and we put the frequency at 120. Then we calculate, and it shows up the result. So yeah, and we can always save it, and we can also reset this button. Resets the. We can also reset the whole value, like the whole value inputs in each of these categories. For example, this is RMS voltage. I've found that useful a lot in university, especially when doing like electronic and electrical pracs. And like if you know the RMS voltage, or you know the peak voltage, it could do whichever of them. So if we have like 300 in RMS voltage, that equates to 424, and vice versa. So if we go like 500 in here, calculate. So yeah. So yeah, essentially that's basically what the calculator ElectroPro is about. I came up with the name just randomly. If anyone has a better name, please let me know. I've used design elements from One UI 5, which is Samsung's own UI skin, based I think on Android. It's an older version of Android, like I think Android 15 or 14, something like that. We're now in Android 16, so yeah. I just like the fact that everything looks more organized and more cleaner that way. um I want some of the feedback I got is to change the place of these tabs at the bottom, because these tabs at the bottom kind of interfere with the navigation bar of some devices. But for me, I have the just the line navigation bar, so it doesn't make for me a problem. That's why I designed it for myself. And I think the lesson I learned from that is not to design something just for myself. When I'm designing, I need to consider everybody in the whole, like with all different systems and design, like layouts and yeah, and how their screens are organized and all of that stuff. So yeah, if you've liked the video, just let me know if anything I could improve. If there is any feedback you would like to drop in the comments, please feel free. So, and again, if you know, or you know someone who does know how to convert APK to AAB packages in Android Studio, please let me know, because I do need to publish the app and I'm stuck at that issue. So yeah, I am finally a verified developer by Google, so that's not the issue. The issue is just the publishing part. The package conversion is a bit difficult. So yeah, thank you.